They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. On the draw, here's Sanders. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now third down. It's a handoff to Sanders. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up fourth down. The Eagles send out their punter now. Tariq Cohen is deep for the Bears. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Bears take over. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Check 88! Check 88!
A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? Now Fields. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Brandon Graham in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. Nifty move there on the run, but ultimately brought down at the 25. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
4 down, 4 down. Watch 41, watch 41.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. This is intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that one or two guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible. So I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Switch. Check out.
Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. They get the penalty yardage back plus a yard, 6-yard gain, and it's 2nd and 9. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
On 2nd down now, it's Sanders. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll run with Sanders. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Tanner Muse there defensively.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Working with 2nd and 5 now.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Check the backer. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. Scotty Miller, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Being chased out left. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Play action. It's Fields. That's complete to Mooney. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Throwing again is Fields. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to throw. Fields. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum, because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Fields on 3rd down. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Sanders on 1st down, not finding much of anything there, as he might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. 47 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the counter now, it's Sanders. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
2nd and 2. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. He finds some open field here. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. The tackle goes there to Linval Joseph. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Second down at 5. From the gun, it's Hurts. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Here's Sanders, and they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on now the field goal team for Philadelphia. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And his kick is indeed good, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Coming to you, coming to you. Mike 8, let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the buses.
From the gun, here's Fields. He's going to air one out. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Chicago. Mike Strong, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability. Oh, he missed it. No good. So this remains a 4-point game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Still 9 remaining on second down.
Go street. 47 to Mike, boy. 47. Check, 47. Pick it up.
Hurts. Looking here for Smith downfield. And it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. Fields on first down. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. First down and much more here for Jones. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. 41 yards rushing for him now at his first 2 carries of the ball game. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. From the 41, Hurts. Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And his kick here is good. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. On the return, here's Hall. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just 1 snap of the football. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, so the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway.
Let's go! Let's go!
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. Buying time to his left, and he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A give. This is Kamara. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all. Challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
Fields now to throw. Complete to Mooney on the slant. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Fields steps away to his left. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier.
Yeah, he's got Mooney in the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Jarnell Mooney, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that will tie our game here in the third. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
51 yards rushing for him now to this point. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
I got one. Check three. Check 52. Shit. Watch the safety creep. Shit. Hey, check that. Street.
Again, it's Jones. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Check 43. Check. Deuce.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
With a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And Jones is not going to have the 1st down as they stop him short. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, yeah, right at the 15-yard line here. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Hey. 4 down.
Here's Fields. Dancing to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields to the end zone. one, but it's incomplete.
When you run into slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. This to break our fourth quarter tie. McCann's kick up and good. And that will break our tie and give him a 3-point lead. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ballgame. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They'll run on first down. It's Sanders. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
Second down, back to Sanders. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 86 yards. Rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. The give is to Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Jabari Zuniga with the stop.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll go again to Jones. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Third down, trying to get a little bit closer. From here, the field goal would be 55 yards. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. First down, Jones. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
4-7's a mic. 4-7's a mic. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Who we got? Kill.
Now they'll toss to Jones running left. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Ronald Jones, his second touchdown on the season. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Teron Johnson able to pick it. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They'll run on 1st down. It's Jones, and he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Another try after the 1st down sack. Hurts. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get 1st downs and eat away at the clock.
They go play action with Hurts. Airing it out deep for Smith. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Very good return that time. 18 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to...
Touchdown, Chicago! Darnell Mooney with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bears on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. McCann's got it teed up. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A give to Jones. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jones. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. So they'll try to move the ball closer here on 3rd down. A field goal from this spot would be just inside of 60 yards, 59 to be exact. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a first down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. With 3 seconds to go, if it's good, we're off to overtime. Missed it. He missed it right. It's no good. And that's going to cost him the football game. Well, we were prepping for overtime up here in the booth, partner. Thought for sure we were destined for OT. And then the chip shot field goal, no good. A tough loss.
Oh, without question, because when you're saying prepping, I was locked in. I think you were, too. We're going to overtime. I was already gathering my thoughts about, okay, how do we start? What happens with the coin toss? Who's going to play defense first? And I have to admit, I'm in a little bit of shock that he missed that field goal.
I'm absolutely still in shock. Just a tough way to end it. So for the Bears, they pick up their 2nd win now on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.